What's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Baseball Talk on Rojas Media as we continue to go through our top five at each position in Major League Baseball during this 2022 now lockout. And look, I need baseball back. It should be another, 2.5 months or so? I need baseball back. Just wanted to get that out there. But top five in right field. Originally, I kind of wanted to do like maybe a top five outfielders, but I think it'll be more fun to do each position and whatever. So let's talk about top five right fielders in Major League Baseball right now. And we start with our honorable mentions. Honorable mention number 1, Cincinnati Reds, or free agent right now, Nick Castellanos. For me, Castellanos, one of the bit more underrated hitters in baseball. Not the greatest fielder. I was going to say players, but he's not the greatest fielder. But one of the more underrated hitters in baseball right now. Since he was a Detroit Tiger, and, his time with the Tigers, they weren't that good, so he wasn't, super well known around the league for the most part. I mean, diehard fans know him, whatever. But to the casual fan, they might not really know who he was when he was with the Tigers. But he came to Chicago in 2019, and for those 50 games, he was insane. And this season, obviously, with the Reds, he has his best season, 34 homers. He was looked like an MVP candidate by the All-Star break. Didn't end up being that way, but still had a great season. Just one of the more underrated hitters. Hits for power, hits for average, gets on base, all that. Great hitter. Not the best fielder, but look, as good of a hitter as he has been, he's got to be in the top 7 right fielders right now. So, number 6. Yankee fans might not love this, but it's Joey Gallo. The one knock on Gallo, for me, for him not to be in like the top 3, and the top 5 is stacked. But even for him to be number 6, look, the one knock is he hits for extremely low average. And I understand that he gets on base, stuff like that, but extremely low average. And if you're a guy that's hitting 4th in the lineup, you need to be able to be hitting over 200. You need at least need to be hitting like over 200. Come on, to at least drive in runs and whatnot. So yes, Gallo has extreme power, and is a super exceptional arm in right field. It's base runners hate to run on Gallo because his arm is insane. Great fielder, won a Gold Glove this year, I believe, but we know he's won Gold Gloves before. Gallo, as a power hitter and the fielder that he is, he's got to be in your top 6. The thing with him, with me, the average, got to hit for better average. I know batting average isn't like a super important statistic like it used to be, but you still got to be hitting for better average. Come on. And that's why he's not coming back to the New York Yankees this year. Or at least the Yankee fans don't want him back. I don't know what his contract situation is. I haven't looked at it. But so let's get to the top 5. Starting with number 5, Aaron Judge. 2017 comes in, takes the league by storm, 52 homers, finished second in MVP voting to Jose Altuve. Aaron Judge, an on-base machine, a power-hitting machine, finally was able to stay healthy. And this is the thing for me. The problem with Judge has been, and Yankee fans will tell you, baseball fans will tell you, the thing with Judge, and, it's not great for baseball, but hasn't been able to stay healthy. That 2017 season, amazing season, one of the best rookie seasons we had ever seen. But 2018, 2019, 2020, he's hurt a lot. And then this year, he was amazing. He was able to stay healthy this year, and he hit, 39 bombs and almost had an MVP-esque season. And Judge looked great this year. But for me to put him into the top 3, he's got to prove to me again that he can stay healthy and have another type of season that he did this year. Because just because you had 1 year where you stayed healthy doesn't completely eliminate the last 3 years that you weren't able to stay healthy. That doesn't mean that you're automatically not injury prone anymore, at least for me. So Judge, number 5, but he could creep into the top 3. We'll see what kind of year he has this year, if he's able to stay healthy. Hopefully he is, because he's one of the faces of baseball, playing for the New York Yankees. People know him. So for him to for him to stay healthy and have good seasons, baseball needs that. So coming to number 4, Bryce Harper, baby. National League MVP this year. Got his second MVP as a Major League Baseball player. Obviously, one of the more exciting players in baseball. One of the more, super exciting when he was hitting 500-foot home runs at 13 years old, whatever it was, and he comes into Major League Baseball, wins 2 MVPs, has had a very good career. People are going to say what they want about him being overrated, but obviously this year I think he silenced that noise a little bit, but not a little bit. He silenced the noise of the people saying he's overrated and all that. So Bryce Harper, MVP this year. We'll see what he does this upcoming year. Last 2015, he won National League MVP, but the season after had a good season. He was okay. It wasn't what he did that one season where it was pretty much like a legendary season, honestly, one of the better seasons we've seen in the past 10 years in 2015. He followed up that season with an okay year. Hopefully Bryce doesn't repeat that, what he did in 2015 and 2016. I want to see, another MVP season would be great, but just to have another above average season from Bryce Harper would be phenomenal. So I'm saying that as a Phillies fan, obviously. Number 3, Ronald Acuna Jr. You can't, with Acuna, come on, man. I know he got hurt last year, and another player like Judge that baseball needs to stay healthy because he is one of the young, unreal superstars, generational type talent. The dude, 2019, I believe it was 2019, 41 homers, 37 stolen bases, almost got to that 40-40 mark. Not many players have done that. Look, we all know the talent with Acuna. It's all just about hopefully he can stay healthy going forward. Because it was a shame when he tore his ACL this year. Acuna, look, he was on pace for a 47 home run season this past year before he got hurt. So hopefully Acuna can stay healthy. We all know the type of player Ronald Acuna Jr. is. It's just about hopefully coming back and staying healthy. And will he be the same player? Because he's still extremely young. And baseball fans, even if you're a Mets fan, Phillies fan, we all know the type of talent he possesses, and it's good for baseball. So Ronald Acuna Jr., number 3. Number 2. I don't know if this might be a little controversial or not, but coming off, a down season, Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts had a bit of a down 2021. I understand, but he's still only 29 years old. Not only, but, you're still in the prime of your career. If there's anyone that can come back and have a bounce-back season, it would be Mookie Betts for me. Mookie had, he had a down 2021, and he's still in a good season, though. Made an all-star team, still had a good season. Not a 2018 type of Mookie Betts season or anything like that. I get it. But Mookie is still, to me, one of the better players in baseball in general. Great fielder, great hitter, great everything, has speed, all that. If there's anyone I'm going to count on to bounce back, it would be Mookie Betts. So Mookie Betts, still number 2, man. You still, look, just because he had a down season doesn't mean he's still not one of the top players in baseball. Maybe he wasn't this year, but if you're just doing an overall list right now, Mookie's still got to be in your upper echelon because you don't want to feel stupid when he has another amazing season this year. So Mookie Betts, number 2. Number 1. How old's this kid? He's got to be, 22, 23 years old? Juan Soto, man. Strictly, this kid's doing stuff that Bonds was doing when he was juicing and when he was setting all the records he was setting. That's what Juan Soto's doing right now. Every pitcher is terrified to pitch to him. No, he's not as big as Barry Bonds, but he's still terrifying to pitch to because the plate discipline is unbelievable. And if you give him a pitch to hit, he's going to whack it out of the park or he's going to get on base. Whatever he's going to do, it's going to happen. So Juan Soto, and above all, not above all, but also Juan Soto's a great fielder. So he's great in the outfield, great in right field, and plus he's the best hitter in baseball. Arguably. Still, we'll see what Trout does when he comes back. But I don't know. Well, I think Juan Soto's got to be the best hitter in baseball, right? I think I've been trying to convince myself otherwise, but he's got to be the best hitter in baseball. Juan Soto, best hitter in the sport. It's right there. Juan Soto's the best hitter in the sport. I'm saying that right now. Juan Soto, best hitter in the sport. And he is for that reason. But that's really it. Do I really have to deep dive into the numbers, the on base and the home runs and the everything else, the OPS? We don't got to get into all that because you probably already know by now. I don't need to do all that. So Juan Soto's number 1. But look at that top 5. That top 5 is freaking stacked. Judge, Harper, Acuna, Betts, Soto. That even if you don't agree with this list, fine. Like, even if you just kind of like mix and match there, if you want to put Betts number 1 or Acuna number 1 or Harper, whatever you want to do, that top 5 is still stacked. If you don't make the top 5, like for me, if you're Gallo, Castellanos, or even other guys I was considering, like Teoscar Hernandez and who was the last name? Oh, Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker's been great. Even if you're those guys, like if you're not in the top 5, like whatever. Like the top 5 is stacked. If you're a top 10 right fielder right now, you are in great shape. You're a great baseball player. So the top 5 is stacked. And I was really excited when I did this because I looked at it and I said, oh my God, look at the names on this list. So Juan Soto came in at number 1. I want to know your guys' list. Please, I want to talk about this. Right field for sure. Like I've wanted to talk about the last 6 positions I've done, but right field is fun right now, baby. And I'm getting into center field next, left field after that, and then we'll get into pitching. And maybe if there's time before the season, I'll do top 5 designated hitters as well. And hopefully MLB will get it together and finally implement the universal DH. But who knows with Rob Manfred right now, with him firing Ken Rosenthal for being butthurt over an article that happened a year and a half ago, and he was right. Who knows what's going to happen? So that's it. Let me know your lists. Let me know on here, on YouTube in the comments, and then let me know on Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff. That'll be below. You'll see the username right there. So let me know. Until next time, we're getting into them center fielders, baby.